Do not try what you're about to see at home.
We consult with experts, we take every precaution, and we have years of experience in dangerous situations.
On this episode of Mythbusters, we've got a classic collection of iconic conundrums.
I think we killed Captain Kirk.
First, Jamie and Adam answer the age-old Western question, can you light a match with a bullet?
Punch in.
Then, can you really safely dip your digits into searing hot molten metal?
Is this the first Terminator you've ever cooked?
And in a Camp Frank classic,
Got my jammies. I'm ready to go to work.
will a wet hand lead to a bedwetting?
I don't think he's involuntarily urinating yet.
Then Grant, Jesse, and Tori
Holy crap.
tackle the nauseating tall tale of the earwax candle.
Let's burn it.
And finally,
Yes.
can you blow away a Star Trek baddie with a bamboo bazooka? Who are the Mythbusters? Adam Savage
That is science.
and Jamie Heineman.
Things are going to start to get a little crazy in here.
Between them, more than 30 years of special effects experience. Joining them, Carrie Byron, Grant Imahara,
It's lethal, people.
Tori Belleci, and featuring Jesse Combs.
That was awesome!
They don't just tell the myths,
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
they put them to the test.
So you're trying to tell me you're nuts, right?
No, simply that this coconut is the perfect symbol for what this episode is all about.
How so?
In a nutshell, we get a lot of myths that are too small to test. We call them mini-myths, right?
Yep.
Until now, those myths have been a tough nut to crack, but I think that we've nutted out a solution, and that is to throw as many mini-myths into a single episode as possible, specifically this episode.
How many?
6, and I figured we'd begin with a classic, can you mail a coconut without any packaging? I thought we'd start out by putting a stamp and our address on it, see if it comes back to the shop by the end of the show.
And you know, there's one I've always wanted to try, which is, can you light a Strike Anywhere match with a bullet?
Well, let's get started.
It's a match made in mini-myth fan request heaven. A single testable question that can be answered in one glorious afternoon down at the gun range.
Through the magic of editing, allow me to demonstrate exactly what we hope to achieve today. Okay, I'm ready.
Hey, don't move.
I won't.
That's what this story's all about. Can a bullet light a match? Well, when you get right down to it, it's all about friction.
If this myth is true, we're going to be able to light this with this while this is traveling at nearly 800 feet per second.
The question is whether that bullet is able to cause enough friction when it grazes that match to actually ignite it without blowing the head of the match off.
I'll tell you, I'm not sure it's going to work, and it's not about the precision. That, I feel that we can solve. It's about the length of time this bullet will be in contact with this match, and whether that length of time is long enough to set the lighting chemical conflagration in motion.
So the guys are ready.
Gun is going hot.
They have their .45 caliber gun with its large, slow-moving slug, perfect for this experiment, aimed by a laser at the tip of the match.
Firing in 3,
Surely this won't take long.
1.
Maybe it will.
Not lit, not even gone. Apparently it's too low.
Despite Adam's pleasure at the quality of the high-speed shot,
That is so pretty. It's so crisp. You can see the reflection of the match head in the bullet.
even with laser-guided precision, they completely missed. So they're reverting to a more utilitarian method of marking the bullet's trajectory.
Let's do it.
Cardboard and trial and error.
3, 2, 1.
Plenty of error.
That's crazy high. Well, you shot the head right off.
And plenty of trial.
Oh, it missed it. So close, but it's not touching it.
Well, we're a few shots in and we have not gotten a match to light yet, but we're in the thick of it. So close. We knocked most of the red off the match without destroying it, so we're really close. We're trying to get this grazing action without destroying the match head, which we've already done.
Too high. We want to just graze the very tip of it.
I don't know. To get one to light may take another few shots. May take another few hours. What do you think?
I don't see no fire.
No lit match, but a quick look at the high speed confirms they are on target.
Oh, perfect. It's just knocking off a little bit of the white there.
Just barely touched it.
That's what's required.
The bullet grazed the match head, but it didn't kickstart the chain of events that end in a lit match.
This is how matches work. In the head of the match, you've got a fuel, which is a sulfur-based product. You've got an oxidizer, which is usually potassium chlorate. And you've got glass powders, all held together in a binder on the head of the match. The striker has glass powder, but it also has a small amount of red phosphorus. And when you strike the match on the striker, that glass-on-glass friction generates enough heat to convert the red phosphorus into white phosphorus, which happens to burst into flames when it's exposed to air. Now, in a strike anywhere match like this one, all those same ingredients are on the head of the match. And so you can strike it on any abrasive surface, the same reaction occurs, generates heat, generates white phosphorus, you've got a lit match.
And back on the range, despite feeling like they've got a busted myth on their hands, the guys lock and load for one last shot.
Firing in 3, 2, 1.
Nice! Punch in!
You asked for it, and we made it happen.
Well, that's fully burnt. We did it.
But keep in mind that it took us 9 tries to make this happen. We had precision equipment, and the accuracy required was down to, 1,000th of an inch or so.
That's great. That is so cool.
Well, I was wrong again. This was fully able to light this when they were only in contact for a 12,000th of a second. It's mighty short, but it's mighty confirmed.
All right, quick hit myths from the fan site. What do we have?
Well, the first one comes from the movie Shrek.
Can doggies talk?
No, that's confirmed.
Can we hear the real one?
Okay, well, in the movie, Shrek uses his own earwax to make a candle.
Ugh, that's disgusting.
I'm interested. Please go on.
Okay, well, first we need to find out if earwax is flammable, and finally we need to collect lots and lots of it.
I always wondered what was in my ears.
You might want to get this checked out.
It's a classic scene from the green screen. Shrek pulls enough wax from his ears to form a fully functional, flammable candle. And to find out if this simple and nauseating concept is even possible, the team has brought in an expert.
You ready to go for it?
Oh, let's start digging.
Digging? I thought we were cleaning.
Well, that too.
First up, Dr. Lustig is digging up a sample for a proof of concept flammability test.
Holy crap. What'd you get?
You got a little bit there. Not too bad.
With the sample secured, the team gathers ready to burn the evidence.
So what do you guys think of the earwax?
That came out of your ear?
Yeah, pretty gross, huh?
Let's burn it.
Hang on a second there, pyromaniac. Now, since this is about candles, I have some commercial candle wax to compare, as well as some beeswax.
All right, this will be good. And we'll see which one is more flammable.
So the whole point of today's experiment is to find out if human earwax is in fact flammable. But not only that, to be able to compare it visually to the types of waxes that are found in commercial-grade candles, namely paraffin or beeswax.
Cool. All right.
Okay.
Should we move on to the earwax?
Ooh, it's sparking. Dude, that was in your ear. The paraffin and the beeswax burnt normally, as I would have expected. The really astounding thing is how well the human earwax burned. And it's not like a slow burn like the paraffin or the beeswax. It's sort of a more aggressive burn with a crackling. It's like, which I'm not exactly sure what that is. Maybe it's skin cells or little hairs, but very surprising that it burnt well.